One of the most unique things about Irving, I think, is, Irving is a big city. It's 260,000 people. We're right in the middle of the fastest growing metroplex in the country. For all of that, Irving still largely, and especially down here in the Heritage District, Irving really has a small town feel.
So the Downtown Irving Reimagined project is a pilot program that we're wanting to introduce things on a temporary basis to the community, looking at what long-term plans can be like for this area, focusing on everything from streetscape to programming and events to bringing in some other businesses down here to really look at revitalization as a whole.
The reason Better Block does what we do is that we believe neighbors should have more of a say in how their communities are shaped and what that looks like. And the best way for people to believe in their communities, to believe in their neighbors that they're next to, is by giving them the tools and resources to go out and to make change.
The biggest challenge is how quick we did this specific project, not from the part of, actually going through our formal processes as a city, but once we got contract signed, sealed, delivered, 120-day planning process, from a city perspective, it's very quick for us. So working with Better Block has been great to help expedite that and speed that along, but I would say how quick we're moving, and we specifically wanted to take that approach so people knew that, hey, this isn't just, a plan, this isn't something that we're talking about, we're moving quick, we're out here on the ground, and we want you guys to see it.
This week we had over 100 volunteers, and we even had some kids, adults out here, really painting this mural out here. And it all gets together uniquely in a way. And you also get these local vendors, local performers, and it all starts to create community. You get to run into your neighbors out here. You get to run into local businesses that you never even heard of, and it's right down the street of your neighborhood. So that's kind of really cool to see when the pen from the paper goes out into the street, and it's just like really cool to see that.
So it's really beautiful when you get to see the community building the space that they've dreamed of, and then being so proud when they see everyone kind of fill in those spaces and use it in mostly the ways they anticipated, and in a few ways maybe they didn't. The concept of the living street in downtown Irving. So what we were really trying to do was ultimately you slow down traffic and you make the space safer for pedestrians to be there. So the street itself was quite wide, and then it had parking along the edges. So what we did is we took some of that space and we used paint, and then we used barriers to create this movement, this chicane movement.
I've already been here for the past 2 days, and I've seen how effective they are at people slowing down and really taking a look at what's going on. So I think that's what I'm most excited about.
Putting together the design of downtown Irving was really interesting. There were some obvious things, obviously we wanted to do a beer garden. What is that going to look like? We brought in our Better Block in a Box concept, which is a shipping container that we customized for the space. It's great for storage, but then when we had activations, you could bring everything out, and it was a pop-up space. So we could test out a brewery in there. We had a coffee shop in there. It was Santa's letter writing station at one point. So we could test different things with that concept.
I think it's bright and it's exciting. The addition of some seating elements here, it makes it a little bit more cozy. It makes you want to stick around for a bit. The addition of art here kind of adds to that feel as well. It feels vibrant, it feels fresh, it feels new and different. So I think that's kind of one of the things that's most exciting with this process is we have, a great foundation on Main Street, but these additional elements in itself kind of just add to that hominess, coziness, and excitement that a downtown really needs to thrive.
What's really exciting is to see everyone come out. Honestly, I was worried like no one would come out, but you can see everyone is ready. They're excited. I mean, it feels like 1,000 people have come out here, but it's cool to see that. And then you see these survey stands and you see that some people have talked to someone new today as their neighbors. So it's really cool to see that. But yeah, the beer garden was actually one of my favorites because that's a cool way to get together in a space and meet your neighbors too through a beer. Yeah.
During the holiday event, what was really fascinating is there was a hot dog vendor and nonstop, just hot dog after hot dog. I think he left at one point to get more supplies, came back. He made $1,200 that night on hot dogs. And it was just one of those moments where it's like, okay, this is working because this hot dog vendor with his, one stand set up and just cranking out hot dogs was able to have a very good night here on Main Street in downtown Irving.
They have no idea about us. Then many years later, people like discovering us. So this is kind of like a big issue to us. Let people bring on the street, let them know what's going on the street. Supporting the local business, I think this is a great opportunity, making live Main Street. This is downtown Irving, and people must know this is downtown Irving.
We show up to the event to do 2 or 3 hours and we leave. So to be in this space and now have rent and utilities and water and continuous staff and payroll, these are overhead expenses I've never really had. So to see our community show up in droves, it's just heartwarming. I'm so grateful.
That's why you experiment. That's why you test. Now, what we have seen in our work, going from temporary to permanent, at least 73% of our projects do become permanent in one form or another. And that's just with the infrastructure changes. That's with the physical, elements. The bigger thing that happens with our projects is the community engagement.
I hope they say they know exactly where downtown Irving is and they can't wait to come back. I hope that we have entrepreneurs in the city that are wanting to start their businesses here. I hope that we have people in the area that experience something new. And overall, I hope that Irving itself is proud of their downtown.
I want those people to keep coming back and make it what it could be and make it what it will be.